Hello everyone, in today's video, we're going to solve Olympiad Level 2 questions from Exponent and Powers. We'll also practice few challenging questions, understand the common mistakes students make, and discover simpler tricks to solve exponent problems quickly and accurately. Question number 1. If 27 by 8 whole to the power 1 by x into 4 by 9 whole to the power minus x is equal to 3 by 2, then the value of x is. First, let us use the product of powers rule and separate the terms. Then, we will use the power of product rule to group the terms with the same exponent. Let us take the RHS. We should make the RHS 3 by 2 so that we can equate the powers and find the value of x. Since the base is the same on both the sides of the equation, we can simply equate the exponent to find the value of x. Therefore, x is 2. Mathematics question number 2. If p to the power 4 into q to the power 4 whole to the power 1 by 2 into p to the power 24 into q to the power 24 whole to the power 1 by 6 into p to the power 12 into q to the power 12 whole to the power 1 by 3 is equal to pq whole to the power k, then find the value of k. First, let us use the power of product rule. Using this, we can take the exponent 4 as the common and we can write it as pq whole to the power 4 into 1 by 2. Similarly, we can write it for all of the other terms. This can make it easy for simplifying as we can reduce the denominator and the numerator. Now we will get pq square into pq to the power 4 into pq to the power 4, which is equal to pq to the power k. Now we will use the product of powers rule, and using this we can add all the powers since the bases are already same. Now since the bases are same, powers are equal, so k is equal to 10. Question number 3. Simplify. First one. Writing the terms with the same base makes the expression easier to simplify. Factor out common terms and perform further manipulations. So we are changing 6 as 2 into 3, 10 as 2 into 5 and 15 as 3 into 5. Now let us use the product of powers rule. Since we have expanded and written, we can easily cancel out the terms. So now after cancellation, we can see that the answer is 1. Second question. If 8 by 3 whole to the power 2x plus 1 into 8 by 3 whole to the power 5 is equal to 8 by 3 whole to the power x plus 2, then find the value of x. Now let us use the product of powers rule and add all the powers because the base is the same. Since the base is the same on both sides of the equation, we can simply equate the exponent to find the value of x. Therefore, x is equal to minus 4. Mathematics question number 4. Find the value of minus 3 by 4 whole to the power 4 into 4 by 9 whole to the power 4 into minus 15 by 18 whole to the power 2. Since the exponent is even, a negative number multiplied by itself an even number of times always gives a positive result. Therefore, minus 3 by 4 whole to the power 4 is as the same as 3 by 4 whole to the power 4. Similarly for 15 by 18. Now let us use the power of product rule. Using that, we can combine the terms with the same exponent. After simplifying, we get 25 by 2916. Question 5. Find the value of minus 2 by 3 whole to the power 2 by minus 2 by 3 whole to the power 3 plus minus 4 by 9 whole to the power square by 2 by 3 whole to the power 2. Since the exponent is even, a negative number multiplied by itself an even number of times always gives a positive result. So, minus 2 by 3 whole to the power 2 is as same as 2 by 3 whole to the power 2. If the exponent is odd, a negative number multiplied by itself an odd number of times always gives a negative result. So minus 2 by 3 whole to the power 3 is the same as minus 2 by 3 whole to the power 3. Now let us expand the exponents into repeated multiplication. Next, let us change the division of fractions into multiplication by taking the reciprocal of the denominator. This helps us cancel out the like terms. Now we are left with minus 3 by 2 plus 4 by 9. Here the two fractions are connected by addition. Since they are separate terms, we cannot cancel numbers across the plus sign. So instead of cancelling, we have to take the LCM and simplify the fractions. After doing that, we'll get minus 19 by 18. Mathematics question number 6. Find the value of 2 cube the whole power 4 into 2 to the power 8 whole divided by 2 to the power 12. When a power is raised to another power, we should multiply the exponents. So that is the rule of power of a power rule. So 3 into 4 is 12. Therefore, the statement becomes 2 to the power 12 into 2 to the power 8 whole divided by 2 to the power 12. When we multiply powers with the same base, we should add the exponents, as seen in the product of powers rule. After that, we will get 2 to the power 20 divided by 2 to the power 12. Now, when dividing powers with the same base, we should subtract the exponents, as seen in the quotient of powers rule. After doing that, we'll get the value as 2 to the power 8. That is 256. The same exponent rule even applies when the exponents contain variables. Here's an example with an exponent that contains variables. Using the power of a power rule, we can write this as 5 to the power 4m into 5 to the power 8. And we know that from the product of powers rule, we have to add the exponents if the bases are same. So we will get 5 to the power 4m plus 8. Remember, power of a power, multiply the exponents. Multiplication of the same bases, add the exponent. Division of the same bases, subtract the exponent. Mathematics question number 7. Find the value of n if 9 to the power n into 3 square into 3 to the power n minus 27 to the power n by 3 cube whole to the power 5 into 2 to the power 3 is equal to 1 by 27. First, let us consider the LHS. Whenever you see several exponential terms, try rewriting them as a common base. Writing the terms with the same base make the expression easier to simplify. Factor out common terms and perform further manipulations. Notice that the number 27 appears several times in the expression. We also have 3 and 9, which can easily be rewritten to form powers of 27. So let's express all the possible terms in the terms of 27. After expressing the terms as 27, we will get 27 to the power n into 3 square minus 27 to the power n by 3 cube whole to the power 5 into 2 cube. Notice that 27 to the power n appears in both the terms of numerator. However, we cannot cancel it directly because the terms are connected by a subtraction, not a multiplication. Remember, you can only cancel terms that are being multiplied, not the numbers that are being added or subtracted. Since 27 power n is common to both terms, first take 27 to the power n as common. Once it becomes a multiplying factor of the entire numerator, you can cancel it with the denominator if the same factor is present. Now, taking 27 to the power n as common in the numerator, we get 27 to the power n into 3 square minus 1 by 27 to the power 5 into 2 cube. And writing both LHS and RHS and using the quotient of powers rule, we can find the value of n as 4. Mathematics question number 8. Find the value of 1 by 3 whole to the power minus 3 by 1 by 2 whole to the power minus 3 whole divided by 1 by 4 whole to the power minus 3. When terms are added or subtracted, evaluate each exponent separately. Do not combine the terms first and then apply the exponent. Remember, 1 by 3 whole to the power minus 3 minus 1 by 2 whole to the power minus 3 is not equal to 1 by 3 minus 1 by 2 whole to the power minus 3. This is only possible in multiplication or division. We can write it here as 3 cube minus 2 cube whole divided by 4 cube. After simplifying, we will get 19 by 64. Mathematics question number 9. Find the value of 2.2 into 10 to the power 25 plus 4.5 into 10 to the power 23. Since the powers of 10 are different, we cannot add them directly. Rewrite one term so that both have the same power of 10 and then perform the addition. Now taking 10 to the power 25 as common and simplifying, we will get the answer as 2.245 into 10 to the power 25. Remember, for addition or subtraction in scientific notation, first make the powers of 10 equal, then add or subtract the coefficients. Mathematics question number 10. Find the value of x. Minus 15 whole to the power minus 1 divided by x is equal to minus 5 whole to the power minus 1. Rewrite the division as multiplication by the reciprocal before going to the next step. This lets you apply the usual rules of multiplication and avoids error in simplifying the expression. After simplifying the expression, we get 1 by x as 3. Since we need x, we will just transpose it and find the value of x as 1 by 3. Remember, here x is in the denominator. After solving the equation, the value you obtain for 1 by x, not for x. So, take the reciprocal to get the value of x. Mathematics question number 11. Find the value of 16 into 2 to the power n minus 1 minus 4 into 2 to the power n by 16 into 2 to the power n minus 2 into 2 to the power n plus 2. Notice that the number 2 appears several times in the expression. So, let's express all the possible terms in the terms of 2. Now, since the terms are separated by minus, we cannot directly cancel. So, we are taking 2 to the power n plus 2 as common. And then after simplification, we will get the answer as 1 by 2. Remember this key concept while solving exponents. That's it for this video. Make sure to subscribe, hit the like button and turn on post notifications so that you guys never miss out on a video that I upload.